a yoga facilitator, ethereal healer, and a holistic counsellor. Today, we'll dive into her journey, her passion, her movement for energy work, and the vision we share through our community at Signature Sound Alchemy. So grab a cuppa, take a deep breath, and let's release your voice, your fifth power, right here and right now. Hi Dom, how you going?
Hi, thank you. Good to be here.
Was there a defining moment in your life that shifted you toward holistic wellness?
Yes, it was a dream that I had actually. I had a dream where I was looking through a paper trying to figure out what to do with my life, and I circled a word in this dream and it was metaphysics. And at the time in my life, I actually didn't know what metaphysics was. I had never heard the word, used the word, or anything. And a short time after that, I came across 2 courses. One was metaphysics to learn how to clear your chakras, so the energy centers in the body. And the other one was a metaphysical course in holistic counseling. So I chose to do both of those courses. First I did the metaphysics course, a 12-month course where I learned about all things metaphysical, energy work, chakras, aura, all that, the ethereal side of life became known to me. And then I did a course in holistic counseling and psychotherapy at Metavision Institute in Bowral. And that's where I learned about the mental aspect of metaphysics and how that all relates to our physical aspect as well.
Wow, so all the metas were there.
All the metas were there.
All the metas were calling you.
Up, yes.
Awesome. How has your own personal healing journey shaped the way you hold space for others?
Well, I think that the fact that I've experienced like deep challenges and pain in the past helps me to relate with people when they're going through their trauma and pain. I know what it feels like to be at that point in your life, and I can hold space for it.
Beautiful.
Without getting lost in it.
Yeah.
Because I've gone through the journey of into the dark, come out the other side, and I can tap back in and out of that space.
Yeah, I always say like the people who are most successful in holding space for others and healing traumas, for example, are the ones that have been through it and come out of it in the end.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
That's amazing. You're stronger than we're stronger than what we believe.
It's so true, and I feel like the people that I work with, the women that I work with, because I work with women and children, they feel that I feel them. They can sense that, and I think that allows people to feel, the women to feel comfortable to let go.
Yeah, beautiful. What role has intuition played in guiding your career and personal evolution? You're quite an intuitive soul, so.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I always had connection with my intuition, but I never listened to it. So there have been times in my life where I've been faced with a situation and my intuitive self, my feelings were telling me, no, don't go ahead. But my head was rationalizing, but why? This is okay. Everything seems fine on the outside. And I went against my heart, my intuition, I would say, and it led me down, down the garden path, really, if you were to say it that way. And then when I started delving into metaphysics, that's when I started realizing there's this whole other world. There's this whole other self and part of myself that I hadn't even acknowledged was there. And without acknowledging its presence, I couldn't consciously listen to it.
Yeah.
But until I acknowledged its presence, so the presence of metaphysics, of energy in my life, then I could utilize it consciously. And since then, I followed my intuition pretty much every step of the way, and it's never led me wrong to this day.
And you don't even only have to use your intuition for business. As a mum, I mean, I use it when I'm shopping and buying clothes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's like, I mean, I know you as a friend, a personal level as well, so it's like, when I see you as quite a cyclical being.
No,
Yeah.
definitely.
And it's so important for women to be able to know and follow their cycle and to live
Huge.
not on a 24-hour clock.
Yeah, huge.
Which this world has been designed.
Yeah, well, it's a man's world.
Exactly. But when we live authentically within our cycle, magic happens, doesn't it?
Total game changer.
Yeah,
totally.
That's what I've noticed with doing your divine feminine yoga. Like I work now on a cyclical type of routine.
Absolutely.
And it helps with everything.
It does, because we're going with the flow. We flow. We're like water. Women are like water. We flow, and we go with the flow. everything just happens so much more smoothly. It's not like, I remember this one time I was going against the grain. I was trying to hang on to a job that was just breaking my soul and my body. And I remember going to my hairdresser, funnily enough, and she had a conversation. We had a conversation, and she said, "Are you in your masculine in this situation, or are you in your feminine? Are you trying to hang on to stuff, or are you just going with the flow?" And I realized it clicked in my mind and body at that moment. And I was like, totally in the masculine. I'm trying to force myself stay in this situation that's not for my heart, for my soul. And in that instant, I made a decision to leave that job. Within 1 week, my physical complaints I had sore back for months, it resolved. I started feeling happier, brighter, lighter. Things just fell into place again. You know?
Of course it would, because you're listening to your body.
Yeah.
Okay, amazing. What does the concept of alchemy represent in your life and practice?
Well, these are powerful questions. Alchemy is a sense of transformation, and for me, transformation has been a key element in my life, in my growth journey. I just think that we can transform absolutely anything into gold. You know, from any situation, we can extract the gold and we can express it as a gift.
You work a lot with mindset. In your holistic counselling aspect of your business.
Definitely.
And I think the perspective you have on things in any situation is the deal breaker. You know, you can choose.
Absolutely.
You can choose to go negative, or you can choose to, you know, what's the saying? Put your big girl pants on. And change the perspective.
You know, there's a saying in A Course in Miracles, is that a miracle is simply a change in perspective. You know, we expect that miracles are these huge things that, you know, someone gets healed from really close to death, and yeah, that is a miracle. But really, it's a shift in a perspective, a shift in your mindset that is an absolute miracle. That is the miracle.
Beautiful. So true. How do you help your clients reconnect with their feminine energy or inner wisdom?
So my classes and my sessions, I spend a lot of time guiding women to stillness, to listen to their own inner voice, because I believe that you are your own best expert. No one else knows you the way that you know yourself, and your wisdom is going to trump anybody else's wisdom any day of the week. But the problem is that we've been conditioned as women to shut down, to be quiet, to not listen to ourselves, to seek outside of ourselves. And so the minute that we turn off the senses from the outside world and turn on our internal senses of awareness of what's happening in here, that's when true guidance for our own soul's higher purpose can come forward and be heard.
That's so true. That's where this little baby comes in. The throat chakra. I think too, we tend to seek validation from others or from other things, but it's really our own perspective on ourselves, our own validation, that is really going to guide us to where we need to be or who we want to be.
Yeah, absolutely. I just got tears as you were saying that, because I remember I was hearing a song in Shavasana one time, and I tell you, you learn so much transformation happens in Shavasana in a yoga class.
I love Shavasana.
It's the best.
It's my favourite part.
And there was this song, and it said that the way you love yourself, your true love is loving yourself, and then the universe will reflect that love back to you in whatever form you desire. And that's so true for me, that I was able to attract a loving partner, loving friends, a loving job, a loving life, only once I loved myself.
That's so true.
Before that, my life was very, very different.
That's so true. What is your perspective on the balance between science and spirituality in the healing work that you do?
I think it's one and the same thing, really.
It is.
I think science is finally catching up to spirituality. Like, let's take yoga. That's 5,000-year-old spiritual science. It's a science of the mind. It's so misunderstood. But if people take the time to study it, to practice it, you realize it's a science of the mind, it's a science of reality, but it's an experience of that science, not just a mental understanding of it.
Yeah, and it's probably something that's so ancient that it was even around before scientists could show us science.
Absolutely, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like what I said with the consciousness. I wasn't even aware of intuition, so I couldn't use it because I didn't even know it was there, even though it was there.
Yeah.
It's only once we acknowledge it mentally, we see it, we can understand it, then we can use it.
Yeah.
And that's what yoga really is.
Could you walk us through what a client might experience in one of your ethereal healing sessions?
Yes. So ethereal healing is the healing of the ethereal side of things. So the ether is space, it's energy, it's everything you can't see, but you can sense. So we'll get the client to lie down and relax and just be still. And then I will use my powers, my sense awareness to see which parts of her might need healing in terms of which parts of her chakra or body. I'll use my intuition to be guided into that space and use a channeled form of healing. So I believe that any form of healing, whether it's Reiki or energy healing, it's not coming from us as individuals, it's coming from source through us. So we are channels of healings.
We're the middle woman.
Yeah. So and I use essential oils as well as energy healing through my hands and just channel awareness and healing into that space. I also guide the woman to utilize her mind and intuition to guide herself into what that might feel like, what that might be about, a situation in her life that it might relate to, and we tie it all together. And it was only really once I addressed my own energy body through the metaphysical healing of my chakras that I was able to overcome some really big challenges in my past life.
Yeah.
Really big.
This is a fun one. Ecstatic dance. That was a good night.
I can't tell you how much I love dancing.
We had one a few weeks ago and that was really empowering. I think that's the word for it. It was empowering. What kind of energy and transformation do people experience at one of those evenings?
Wow. So the ecstatic dances it's a space where you're not using alcohol or drugs or any mind-altering substances to express yourself fully. I don't know about you, but like me, a lot of people have to drink alcohol. Used to have to, not anymore. I don't drink and I haven't drunk alcohol for many years now. But it used to be able to, it was a necessity for me to be able to express myself freely and to be who I truly am.
Yeah.
Now these ecstatic dances are spaces for people to come and feel comfortable within their body, to allow their body to move through whatever needs to come up physically, mentally, verbally, emotionally. So you might have, there's stomping or shaking or even yelling and whooping. There's just the mayhem, but it is so transformative and expressive and healing to be able to let your spirit out in its fullest expression. That afterwards, you just feel so satiated.
Yeah, and you're on a high.
Yeah,
you haven't had any alcohol, you haven't had any other substances.
You feel epic.
Yeah, but you feel euphoric.
Yes.
It was amazing. There's another one coming up in November 14th actually.
Yes, great.
So
can't wait.
I can't wait for that either. You also offer, this is my favorite one, you also offer gentle chair yoga and accessible classes.
Yes.
How important is your teaching within this class for the clients that you have in that class?
Well, so it's really important for me to have yoga be accessible to absolutely everybody. Because for me, yoga is a connection of mind and body. Simple as that. It's the unification it's the present moment, awareness of the present moment in simple terms. So if you can breathe and you can be aware that you're breathing, you're practicing yoga. Yeah, 100%. So the chair yoga is specifically for people who can't literally get down and up off the floor. I have my oldest client, is she 79? She's almost 80. Yeah. And she is so lovely. Yeah. We do the whole class just sitting on the chair, but also standing, using the chair as support. Might put a foot on the chair. Yeah. So we do a lot of funky things just for the support of a chair. I really feel that it's a beautiful thing that yoga is accessible to everybody
Yeah.
because it's a transformative vehicle, and
And you don't have to be 80
no,
to
you don't
do
have
it.
to be
You can be young and maybe have an injury, or you just have to take
a
it
bit
easy.
less mobile, and yoga is amazing for that.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Beautiful. What inspired you to weave energy and mindset work, essential oils, and holistic counseling into your yoga practice? I know you're quite passionate about the holistic counseling and the mindset work.
Yes, that was my holistic counseling practice is a big part of what I weave into my classes and into my personal sessions with people. The mindset stuff, that came from Tony Robbins, actually.
Yeah.
I adore his work. It is very masculine based, so I've had to adjust, how I bring that in through me into my classes and my sessions. But yeah, so I learned that you can change your state no matter what. If you're feeling like really low, you can change it in an instant.
Yeah.
Just by smelling something you enjoy or jumping up and down for a couple of moments.
Yeah.
You can shift yourself instantly. So I find that's such a powerful thing to bring into a yoga class, into a personal counseling session, and teach these mindset shifts, because it's how we feel will dictate how we think and what we do.
Yeah, and how you present yourself.
How we present ourselves and how people respond to you.
Yeah.
So your whole life is based on your state, how you feel in any moment, how you're presenting
Amen to
yourself.
Community and connection. Let's talk about community and connection. You're such a warm presence in our signature sound Alchemy community collective space here. How has community shaped your work and purpose?
Community, oh my goodness, I can't even tell you. So, just understanding, just trying to work with what I'd like to share on this particular podcast. For me, community is so vital. It's so vital to the health and well-being of not only the individual, but the whole of society, the future of humanity, our children's lives, our children's lives. I think the health of community it's like the top rung of what's important in this world. So I'm very passionate about keeping, first of all, individuals healthy, like myself, my children, sharing that through my yoga, but also relationships, partnerships, marriages, the unity of a partnership, husband, wife, two people who love each other, is so foundational to the health of their family.
Yeah.
And the family's health is so foundational to the health of the community, which then is foundational to the health of a city or a country.
Yeah.
And then the whole world,
Can you share a memorable story or transformation that you've witnessed, either from a client or one of our group experiences?
Yeah, so I teach yoga to various groups of people. One of the groups that I teach is for people who are in recovery, women who are in recovery from drugs and alcohol. It is so amazing and beautiful for me to witness a woman shed a tear or cry on her mat.
Sorry, I'm laughing because I always cry in your yoga class.
You do too.
There's like just major release happening, so that's why I'm giggling, because I always feel so bad crying in your sessions, but I know it's a good thing, so it's okay.
It's absolutely a good thing. I cry in my mat as well sometimes, and I find it so cathartic. But in particular, for women who are in early stage recovery of addiction or trauma recovery, they've spent a lot of time manning up, hiding their feelings, drinking it down, stuffing it down, and then to see them actually open up and feel safe enough in a space to let their pain be witnessed.
Yeah.
It is so beautiful.
Just to see them let go.
Yeah.
And how much, and like, I know for me, it feels so good after I've had a cry.
Absolutely.
Whether it's in your yoga session or anywhere else.
Yeah.
And it's just so clearing. And
It is. It's healing.
It's healing.
That's what it's there for.
Yeah. Otherwise you're holding it in and you're just exhausted from holding it in.
Yeah, we don't have to.
We don't have to.
That's what teardrops
Alignment.
are. That's right.
What excites you the most about our collaboration?
Oh my goodness. Well, we live in Windang, in the Illawarra.
Yes.
I come from Sydney, from the south, and moving to the Illawarra, I absolutely love it here. It's beautiful, it's relaxed, the people are wonderful, there's a relaxed vibe, but there is a lot of pain and a lot of people in pain. So I think that our healing collaboration, your healing center and our collaboration is a light that's going to spark up and light up the entire community.
Yeah.
And bring a space for people to come to who are ready for that healing, for that transformation, for that alchemy.
Yeah. And I mean, it's not even only just adults, it's kids, it's family.
Yeah.
Like we need everyone to be on board so that it ripples outward. You know what I mean? And it's something that I'm so passionate about, being a mum of 7.
Yeah.
You know, I've got little kids, I've got tweens, I've got teens, and like they're all great and beautiful kids.
Yeah.
But, there's family stuff going on, and
Always.
being teenagers.
Yeah.
Everything's dramatic.
Yeah.
And it's finding that middle ground where you can just navigate it as well as you can, as effective as you can, being a parent. And I mean, whether you've got 2 kids or 7 kids, parenting is hard.
Yeah.
From every angle.
Even one, hello.
Even one, yeah. I don't put myself above anyone else.
Oh, it's harder.
But yeah, it's just, my kids come in here and they come in and I play them the sound bowls, we do some meditation.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that I'm doing here too, is I'm starting it from within my home.
Yeah.
Like it starts with me.
100%.
It starts with then me and my partner. It starts with then me and my children.
Yeah.
So and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to, like a sound wave,
Yes.
like casting a stone into the water.
Yeah.
I'm trying to ripple it outwards. And that's why I call in collaborators like yourself to come in and work together. The use of our energy is really quite important, and where we delegate it to.
Oh, that is such a good point. Yeah. That is such a good point. Because our energy is our gift, it's our life, it's our self.
It's our prana.
It's our prana. Yes. It's our self. Yeah.
That's just downloaded.
100%.
Yeah, you say that all the time to me.
It's a prana.
So I'm a big believer in where you put your energy.
Yeah.
Even if like my kids come home sometimes and they're like, oh, this person said this, and and I'm, I know that's not nice.
Yeah.
You can't control what they're saying or doing. You can only control how you feel. Don't even waste your energy on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Use your energy for something productive.
Yeah.
Use it for something good. Use it for, looking after yourself.
Yeah. Don't let it be usurped into something that's not worthwhile.
Yeah, and that's why
I'd love to see this place buzzing with women and children and, partners, husbands, wives, whatever, and just being a hub for creativity, for unity, for community, for growth, for learning, for just elevated consciousness.
Yeah.
That's what I'd really love to see evolving.
Yeah, I love the word you use, buzzing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just buzzing.
Just
I mean, the
buzzing,
quiet
right?
times are nice too.
Yeah,
'Cause
we all need that.
We can get a lot of admin work done in that time, which is good. But yeah, to have it buzzing during the day and just,
Yeah.
I'm actually most excited for book club.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
I'm a big book lover, so
Same.
I'm actually really looking forward to book club.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
I love reading.
And finally, if you could offer one message to the women, children, husbands, families listening, something from your heart about authenticity, voice, feminine power, masculine power, what would it be?
It would be that it only takes one breath, one moment to shut everything out just for that one breath, to tune into yourself, to be still, and to know what the next right thing is to do.
Yeah.
So sometimes, we all fall into the habit of reacting or, rashly. But if you could just take one breath and just tune in, and then you'll know how to respond in a way that's elevated, that's kind, that's loving.
Yeah, it's almost like it's a reset of your thought process.
Yeah.
So that you can answer the right way.
Yeah.
I feel like what you're talking about, the breath that you take before that, is acknowledgement that you've really listened to what you've just heard or seen.
Yeah.
And then taking that break, you can actually respond better.
Absolutely.
And use the right energy toward it.
Yeah. And it only takes one breath to transform.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dom.
Thank you.
Today's been amazing.
Thanks for having me.
Thank
It's
you
been
so
fun.
much. What a beautiful and heartfelt conversation with the radiant Domna Gia. Her wisdom, her warmth, and devotion to healing truly embodies the essence of divine feminine energy. If you would love to experience her magic in person, you can find Domna here with us at Signature Sound Alchemy Community Collective here in Windang, where she shares her offerings of divine feminine yoga, ethereal healing, and holistic counseling. You can also connect with her online on Instagram at Wellness with Domna and keep up to date with all her upcoming classes, workshops, and retreats. Domna, thank you so much for reminding us to reconnect, release, and rise. And to you all who are listening, thank you for joining me for another soulful episode of The Fifth Power, Channel Chats with KiKi D. And remember, your voice is your power. Speak your truth, share your story, and let your authentic light shine. Until next time, I'm KiKi D, and this is The Fifth Power. Stay grounded, stay open, and stay in your magic.